Hey y'all, what's up? What's happening? Listen, by the time I post this, it's going to be Wednesday, March 8th. So happy International Women's Day. Listen, March 8th is very special to me. And I'm going to get into that real quick. But hey, if you're listening, if you've never joined, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. Thank you for pushing the play button. I see you. So listen, my name is Kim. I am the CEO and Chief Candle Chemist at Pure Chemistry, the Pure Chemistry brand. And we are the missing element to your aromatic experience. Listen, we the missing element, period. But right now, we are the missing element to your aromatic experience. Get some of these candles. I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna just keep saying it. You don't know what you're missing? I'm gonna keep saying it. I am also the Joy Chemist, commissioned here to ensure that you enjoy every aspect of your purpose journey. I am an author. Make sure you grab my book, Reaction of Grace, Journey to My Butterfly Exodus. It's available on Amazon, also on purechemistry.com. So make sure you grab that. You want to get that. It's some good, good practical stuff in there. Let's see. I'm also, I guess, a new podcaster because I've been doing this consistently, y'all. I've been showing up, so I'm doing this consistently. And, I'm doing what God wants me to do. I'm doing out here what I'm supposed to do. I'm out here doing what I'm supposed to do. See, I gotta slow down sometimes because I don't know what I be saying. But listen, so right now, I just finished up making another Winston Beard candle. It's my third one in a row. So I'm rocking out here. It's so fun to watch these things come out. Like, I know what it looks like when I pull them out the mold. This beard candle, I know what it looks like when I pull it out the mold. But every time I pull one out, I get excited because I'm like, okay, this is cool. It looks a little different. And if you don't know, when you make candles and you make colored candles, sometimes the colors come out slightly different than the last, or even when you mix your color dyes in the wax compared to when it actually solidifies and dries up, it's a different shade. So it's always exciting because it's like, okay, I know I poured in this amount of this color to get a specific shade, and then when it solidifies, it's a little different. So it's cool to see what the look gonna be. So I'm excited to see what this next one is going to look like. It's a pink one, but it's a little bit darker. I made it a little bit darker, more rose pink this time. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen. But in honor of Women's International Women's Day, look, we go with the pink. We're going to go with the rose pink and see what happens. So listen, I'm excited because, like I was saying, March 8th is a very important day for me. And actually, exactly 4 years ago, March 8th, exactly 4 years ago, will be the 4-year anniversary of the day where I decided to get a group of ladies together to go out to Fridays. And I did that because, hold on. Oh, it's a fragrance sale right now, 50% off. Hold on, I gotta shop this sale because I got to get some supplies up. See, I get distracted easy. Ooh, okay, sorry. So, exactly four years ago, I decided to get a group of ladies together to go to Fridays to have a dinner. And they didn't know. They had no idea at the time. But at that time for me, that was a moment of me coming out of hiding, of me no longer isolating myself, of me wanting to, I didn't feel like I fit in. And so that's why I hid myself. I just isolated myself. I didn't feel like I fit in. I didn't feel like anyone, really wanted to listen to me. Nobody really wanted to talk to me. Everybody wanted to tell me their problems, though. Everybody wanted to tell me their problems. But when it came to me talking back, I felt as though I didn't receive the same energy, that same treatment. So I began to isolate myself. In that isolation period, I went to therapy. Got a lot of revelation, and got a lot of things off of my chest, off of my shoulders. Years and years of stuff just finally flowed out, and I began to feel free. And so that was the moment where, back then it was I think Solange album came out. But even before Solange album came out, everybody was talking about, you got to get a seat at the table. You got to get a seat at the table. You got to get the seat at the table. And I was having a conversation with God, like, God, listen, I don't have a table I can fit at. Nobody, I can't pull up a chair nowhere. Because this group over here, they have they set ways and they specific views. They not checking for me, because I don't feel that way 100%. I can't sit at this table, the extra woke people, because I'm not gonna go there. But the extra woke people, I can't sit at that table, because y'all ain't all the way awake. Y'all ain't awake like that. Like, y'all woke, but y'all ain't rested. That's the difference. Like, and if somebody say you ain't woke, I'm not woke. I'm rested, and I'm rested in God. But don't get me started on there, because I will go on a whole tangent. Let's pull it back, Kim. Let's pull it back. I couldn't go sit at that table. I couldn't go sit at this table, and I'm like, Lord, I don't have no chair to pull up to sit at anybody's table. And so he was like, make one. You make a table. And I'm like, what? What? You want me to do what? He was like, make a table. I'm like, well, how am I supposed to do that? And lo and behold, March 8th, 2019, we went to Fridays. It started out as a dinner, and I just wanted to kick it with a bunch of ladies. It didn't matter. It didn't matter what you look like, where you came from. I just wanted to kick it. I just wanted to get around, another group of strong ladies, to just be in that environment. Going from, hiding and isolating for so long, to feeling like you don't have, anybody to turn to. It was a stretch. It was a stretch. I was very vulnerable. I was so vulnerable. I was nervous. I didn't know how it was going to go. I didn't know how. I had bought little gifts, like a little notebook, a little pen. They were literally like the travel size. I'm not saying it was little, because no, it was legit something small, a small gift. And then I had talked to my friend Santa. Shout out to Santa, my girl Santa. We've been friends since 2014. I'm still rocking to this day. So it's almost going on 10 years next year in 2024. So that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Especially for me. That's a blessing for me. But I talked to her about it, and she was like, okay, well, I'm gonna bring some small little gifts too. And then we can, just kind of give them to the ladies, and it could just be a cute thing. And I'm like, okay. So, now here's the thing. I didn't realize back then that my perception was slightly skewed, because me and Santa actually worked together. We started working together in 2014, and people used to always mix us up. They used to call me her and her me. And so, but back then I didn't see it as we had this tight friendship as we do now. Back then I'm like, this is my coworker, she cool, and she willing to go out to eat. I didn't know how deep it was. I missed it. I was missing it. I was missing something that I've been wanting for so long. It was right in my face. Like, it was forming right in my face. So that's one of the things that sometimes we got to slow down and take in our surroundings and realize the very thing that you've been asking for, the very thing that you've been praying for is right in front of you. And you got to take the time out to really acknowledge it. Because I'm like, dang, we missed out. Like, I'm so, like I said, I'm so grateful. It's almost been 10 years now, but I'm grateful for what we have now. But back then, because I'm thinking about it now, me and Santa, we used to be at work. And this was right before I got married. So we used to be at work talking about my wedding coming up, talking about weddings. Me and Santa, she pushed me to go get my DBA to start Pure Chemistry. And for those of you that don't know, Pure Chemistry actually started out as a event decor business. So that's what I originally started out as. But since then your girl retired because people didn't want to take me seriously, because I started printing up contracts and having people sign them, and we gonna need a deposit and stuff like that. And I got ghosted. I got ghosted a few times, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is whack. It's taken away from my creativity, and I don't have time for this. So I retired. I don't do that anymore. So but she was the one that pushed me to go do it. So we actually both of us went to the courthouse here in town and got our DBAs, and she took my picture for me. I gotta find that picture. I know I got it somewhere. And the rest is history. So that was, I didn't realize what I had in front of me. But you don't do that with regular people, right? You don't talk business like that with just regular people. You don't talk about your wedding and stuff, or having kids, or somebody willing to. She hooked my hair up for a wedding. I think I was in that year, I was in like 3 or 4 weddings back to back. And this one particular wedding, I didn't really have anybody set up to really do my hair. I didn't know how I wanted to do my hair to stand up in this wedding. And she was like, you just come over. I got you. I'm a wash you, and I'm going to hook you up. And I was like, what? Who does that? A friend does that, y'all. A friend does that. And so I'm even smiling over here now, because I'm just thinking, like, me and her friendship blossomed in such a way. It was so organic. It wasn't forced. And it was purely off the fact that we just had genuine hearts. We just had genuine hearts. And we were women that wanted to see each other win and push each other. And we was consistently saying, listen, we not gonna be here in this hospital forever. So what we doing after this? Like, sometimes we would look for other jobs. Not sometimes, it was a lot of times. We would look for new jobs while we were there. And y'all, this wasn't a regular hospital. We were mental health technicians, mental health workers. So we worked at a psych hospital. So it was rough out there in them streets, okay? Rough out there in them streets. But to have somebody that you connected with, to be able to laugh, even in those times where it's just like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it today. Today might be the day. But to have somebody to be able to laugh through those moments, to get you through. Realistically, we laughed through everything. It wasn't just specific moments. We literally laughed through everything, and we do that to this day. But to have somebody, man, I'm real deal reminiscing over here. Like, if this was a movie, this would be one of those situations where you will hear the heart playing, and the scene begins to kind of shake a little bit, and it goes back to the back in the day fog, and the scene will cut. Listen, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So cut to now, cut to 2019 when we went to this dinner. If I remember correctly, so we passed out the gifts, and then I asked the ladies, I want y'all to write 3 reasons why you believe that you are dope. You are a dope woman. Why do you believe that you're dope? And they kind of sat there for a minute, and it was like, what? Why are you asking us this? What's going on? And it took a second. Really, it took a minute for it to really hit to see, okay, this is a little different. Like, wait, it's just not just a Friday night. We not just going to dinner, we not just going to eat, but this is a little bit something different. And I really wanted them to see themselves, because I've been working on trying to see myself. And I'm like, I'm not really a person that wants to be in the limelight. I don't want to be on center stage. I'm really truly okay with helping out in the back, kicking it on the side, helping, pushing somebody else out. I've been so comfortable there for so long. So that's my comfort zone. But I didn't ever want to be the person that had attention, right? But I wanted them to feel like in that moment, you are the star of the show. How do you see yourself as star of the show? Because you're this important. And sometimes you got to stop and say, why do I think I'm dope? Because you are. We all know that we're great. We're great people. We're great. We're a great person inside and out. True to the heart, right? Nobody else has razzle dazzle like us. Nobody else has like my girl, my sis. Shout out to Katrina, my sis Katrina. We just had a conversation yesterday. Nobody has our sauce. Okay, we're spicy, we're tangy, we're sweet. We got the pizzazz. So why do we believe we have that? So what makes you dope? And so once everybody finally got hip to what's going on, we finally went around and we read what we wrote on our journals, and it was just a cool moment. And I'm like, I don't know, man, I feel like this is something here. It's something here with this moment. And I remember on my way to the dinner, I was playing Whitney Houston, I'm Every Woman, and I was just feeling it. I'm like, this is God. I said, God, this is gonna be something else. I really feel like this doesn't just stop here at this dinner. This is gonna be something else. And so lo and behold, he had me create the DDW network, formerly DAW, but DDW stands for Dope Divine Women Network. And DOPE is an acronym for diligent, opulent, peaceful, elegant, and it's a way of life. It's a way of life. It's going to be a movement. There will be t-shirts. There will be jackets, okay? There will be rings. There will be conferences. There will be events. There will be all of the things. There will be a journal. It's going to be a whole thing. And as we keep moving forward, God continues to show me the vision, and my co-visionaries, he shows up them the vision, and we come together and we have these conversations. And not only do we just have these conversations, we do life together. We celebrate our wins together. If we got something going on and we need some encouragement, we there to pick each other up. So it's a whole thing. And so this table that we have now is a unique table. It's a unique table where you can come and be your authentic self. You know, I don't care who you are, you know, what you've been through. We want you to know that you are enough as you are. You are enough. You are enough as you are. And if you silly like me, you still got a seat at the table. And that's one of the things. That's one of my things. If you got to come here and have fun. You can't just sit here and be business and boring and stoic all the time. Like, you gonna take yourself serious all day, every day? Nah, we can't do that. Like, life is too short. You have to enjoy yourself. You have to have joy. You have to enjoy yourself. And there is no way that you can come to this table and not get some sense of joy rubbed off onto you. You're going to laugh. You're going to smile. Your heart will feel light. That's it. That's just it. That's it. That's one of the things that I'm like, God, this is what I want it to be. Help us steward it and get it to where we want it to be. And so I just can't believe that we now have a group on Facebook. We have a page on Facebook, even separate from the group, so we can try to put announcements. We have a YouTube page that we are working on being more active and showing up more on YouTube. So follow us on our YouTube page, DDW Network. You'll know you're in the right spot. You'll see our faces. But I'm excited for all the things that's gonna come about in DDW Network. And like I said, it didn't even start as a network. It just started as a group. It started out as an idea. It started out as a dinner at Fridays, and it's growing. And ain't no telling where God want to take it. But I'm gonna be obedient. And do what it is that He wants me to do with it. But it just got me to thinking that if I stayed in my own way and not realize that the very things that I've been wanting, that I've been praying for, if I continued to be blind to that, I would have missed out on so much. I would have missed out on the fact that God has been orchestrating this group of people, this community of ladies, specifically designed for me. I would have missed out on that. And imagine if I just was like, no, I'm not going to put the call out and see who wants to go out to eat. I'm not going to invite nobody because I'm worried what they going to say. I can't afford to do that. I couldn't afford to do that because that one action of me asking them if they would like to go out would have messed up 4 years of support, and not just regular support, strong support, solid, sound support. I would have messed up. And so it got me to thinking, like, why is it that we get in our own way of what we need for ourselves? And this has actually came up a couple other times. I was talking to a couple other people, and they were like, man, I know I need to do this, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I'm unsure. And I said, why is it that you know that you need to do something for yourself? You know this is a good opportunity for you. Why are you hesitant to do what it is that you need to do for you and your family? Because it's not just going to benefit you. It's going to benefit you. It's going to benefit your family. It's going to benefit those that are around you. And it's going to benefit your peace of mind, your sanity, your everything. Why are we so hesitant to do the things that we know we need to do for ourselves? Because we're so worried about what everybody else is going to say or somebody else is going to say. And so one of those scenarios is my friend. She had got blessed with a new job in the area that she's been, God has been pushing her to move towards. And the thing was, she had just recently started another job. And she was kind of like, I don't know. I know I need to leave, but I feel hesitant. And I'm like, girl, if you don't put your notice in, write a nice letter and say, you had another opportunity that came up that was, that's going to benefit you and your family a lot better. And let that be that. These jobs out here, unfortunately, unless you work for somebody that's like legit caring about you, unfortunately, you just a number. A lot of times we're just a number, and they're like, okay, whatever. Because if something happened to you, unfortunately, they're going to post your job and be ready to look for somebody else. So why do we have a hard time having that mentality like they truly don't care about my well-being? So I'm going to just go ahead and do what it is that I need to do. The world's not going to stop rotating. The sun not going to stop shining because you decide to do what it is you need to do for yourself. So I was thinking about that. It was another scenario. I could think of a whole bunch of scenarios where that was the case. And it's because we care a lot about other people. I'm speaking to myself now. Ooh, I'm about to get a check. I'm about to get checked. We care so much about other people that we forget ourselves in the process. We the ones that's doing all this extra work. We're the ones that's doing this overthinking. We're the ones that's putting our heart and soul into stuff. But again, sometimes we just don't get that same thing back. We don't get that same dedication back. We don't get that same heart posture back. So sometimes you have to know when it's time to walk away, or when it's time to transition. No love lost. It's just time. It's time for you to move to another level, and you got to be okay with leaving the old things behind to walk into this new level. How much longer are we gonna hold ourselves back? Dang, I'm really talking to myself, y'all. I'm really talking to myself. How much longer are we gonna hold ourselves back and get in our own way because we worried about other people, when half the time those people not worried about us? They got to do their own thing, and we can't be mad at that. We can't be mad because they have to worry about themselves and do their own thing. But here's the thing: they're smart enough and they're in tune enough to know that they have to care for themselves before they care for others. And not in a sense where you're conceited or anything like that. But you have to be self-aware first before you can go out. You have to minister to yourself before you can go out and minister to anybody else. You have to take care of yourself before you can go out and care for anybody else. And a lot of times we do that backwards. We go and take care of other people first and then want to take care of ourselves. And that's how we get burnt out. Ask me how I know. That's how we get burnt out. That's how we end up like, I don't want to do nothing. Everybody is taking from me. It's taking my energy. I don't want to do none of this. And ironically enough, that's how I originally got into the situation of where I started to retreat. I started to isolate myself because I was caring so much for other people. When I tell you, if I could take my heart out and put it in somebody's hand, that's what I was doing. I was pouring so much out and wasn't getting anything back. And so I didn't have anything for myself. I didn't have anything for myself. And then when people try to approach me, I was trying to be a jerk. I was trying, child. I was trying to be so mean. I was trying. Because I'm like, oh, you don't care about me? You don't respect me? Forget, I don't care what you got to say. I don't care. Suffer. I was legit trying to be a jerk. And it didn't work. It did not work. Y'all, it did not work. It did not feel well in my body to try to do that at all. It was horrible. It was trash. It was complete trash. Okay. I never want to do that again. In fact, if I feel like something like that is coming up on me, or I feel like, okay, God, my heart is becoming bitter. I don't want this. Help me. What's going on? Help me check myself. God, check my heart. What's going on? Let's journal. Let's get this stuff out because I don't like this feeling. I felt this before. I don't want to feel this. So before I become bitter, what do I need to address? Search my heart. Let's make sure we straight. I never want to go through that again. I never want to feel that again. So I guess my words to you is, what is it that you need to do for yourself before you can try to go out and do for anybody else? What is it that you need to do with home base? What do you need to minister to yourself? What self-care measures do you need to take with yourself before you go out and try to do something for somebody else? Before you try to go out and give your all for somebody? Think about that. You don't want to become a jerk like I tried. I tried. You don't want to become a jerk. You don't want your heart to become bitter. If your heart becomes bitter, you're going to see offense in everything. Everything going to irritate you. You're going to roll your eyes at everything. I'm telling you, it's not a place you want to be. It's not a place you want to be. And you don't want to resent not taking the time to do what it is that you needed to do for yourself. You don't want to do that. Trust me. Because I felt like a lot of time was lost, but at the same time, God is going to redeem it. And he's been redeeming and restoring. And it's only up. No matter if we have ups or downs right now, it's still only up from here. God is still moving. His promise is going to come true. He going to do what he said he going to do. Where's your faith? Get your faith up and press in. But make sure you take care of you. Take care of your heart. Take care of your mind. Truly do the work to do self-care. Therapy. I'm looking for a new therapist. I keep saying that, but I really need to do that. His mind moved away, so I'm looking for a new therapist. I actually enjoy therapy. It's nice to go to someone, to be able to talk things out and to release it and to leave it there and not have to carry it back home. So, what's the thing that you've been thinking about doing for yourself that you like, I don't know what somebody gonna say. Forget what ain't nobody, these other people ain't paying your bills. These other people ain't about to bless you like God's about to bless you. They ain't your God. You don't got to worry about nothing nobody else is saying. So I just wanted to offer that to you. Take care of yourself. Do that thing that you've been thinking about. That one thing. You know what that one thing is. Do that thing that you've been thinking about for yourself. You'll love yourself so much better for it. Trust me, you will. So listen, if you are looking for a unique table to pull up at, ladies, yeah, you got that beat that makes you jump. Like I said, subscribe and follow the DDW network on YouTube. Follow our YouTube channel. You can we also have an Instagram page, same thing, DDW Network, as well as Facebook is DDW Network. You can't miss us. You will find us. Our pictures are up there, as well as if you see a chair with a crown above it and it says Dope Divine Women Network, you are in the right place. If you see the purple, the emerald, the rose gold, and the black, and the golds, you are in the right place. So come holler at us. So let me get up out of here again. Thank y'all for joining me on this episode. I don't even know what episode this is. I ain't gonna put a number on it. I'll put it in the description. I got to get this order in because y'all, fragrance oils is 50% off right now. Don't play with me. Listen, God knew my heart and he showed enough good. Because I'm about to be out here cranking these candles. Listen, KIMically.com. We doing some updates. We doing some new things. If you looking for bulk orders, reach out to us because we're doing those as well. Personalized branded candles. We're doing those too. We're doing all of the things. God is moving. I am so excited. PureChemistry.com. Again, thank y'all for joining me, Kim, the Chief Candle Chemist and the Joy Chemist, here on another episode of Chemically Balanced. I hope you feel balanced. Let me know in the comments. If this episode was for you. I want to know. So listen, you have now been chemically balanced. I love y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Until next time.